have another look at the letter Jacinta wrote to Mary in Newgrange to confirm the booking that Margaret had made over the phone. Jacinta begins the letter, "Dear Mary." This wouldn't be considered too informal because Mary gave her first name over the phone to Margaret. The actual content of the letter, the reason for writing it, goes next. Peter checked this through with Jacinta to make sure she'd included all the relevant details. He checked she had the right name and address at the top of the letter. Then he checked the date of the booking and the percentage of the discount, which in this case was 10%. The total cost was £22.50, which Jacinta had correctly included. So, with all the information correct, Jacinta finished the letter with "Yours sincerely," followed by her signature underneath. Remember our spelling tip for sincerely? Break the word up into sin, seer and lee.
Catherine, do it, baby. Read me horoscope for us.
Yeah, give us a... Which one?
Leo. There. Leo.
I'm a Leo too.
The warm glow around family affairs will put you in a positive mood. Luck is still with you, so pursue your ambitions.
Oh, what's that mean?
I don't know.
Means that whatever you want to do, go ahead and do it, more or less.
So
yeah,
more or less
pursue your
lucky.
ambitions.
Yeah. Oh, nice one, Bello.
But since I'm at the coming here, I can see myself improving an awful lot towards when I didn't come here. Now, I couldn't read a newspaper or I couldn't read anything, but now, since I'm at the coming here, I can read our newspapers and I can read our books, which I could never do.
When I come in now, I have a young chap, Jason, and the first thing he'd say to me after we have our meals and clean up, "Mama, you have homework, we do it together." And he do his homework with me and I do my work with him. And he corrects me where I should be correcting him. Where he understands that I couldn't read and write, but I'm doing a good thing now, learning how to read and write. And he knows that I really want to learn how to read and write, and that's why he's there to help me.
There's no job I take unless you can read and write. And the way things are going now in this world, it's all computers, and we're learning computers as well. So, once you know anything about computers, you'll have them.
Well, as part of the course, we bring the people out for various trips for various reasons. The primary one is for a bit of fun because they spend an awful lot of time working and studying. The second one is to bond the group together, and the third is maybe to learn something about where we're going. And so the Newgrange one was used to give people a taste of what historical sites are about.
Very welcome to Newgrange. We're going to begin the tour just up in front of the monument. All right. If you look up just above the doorway, you'll see a small opening, a little bit like a window. Now this is what makes Newgrange so very, very special, because it's only through this roof box that the sun can actually reach to the burial chamber. It's lined up directly with the far horizon at exactly the point that the sun comes up on those 5 days. So they had to pre-plan it. They had to know before they put the first stone in its position that this was going to work. And we're here 5,000 years later, and it still works perfectly.
Not getting paid enough.
fascinated with it inside, you know. I think what struck me was I wasn't cold. I thought inside the tomb that it'd be really cold, you know. I was struck by the no cement, no nothing, all the freestanding, the stone, and it was great. But I thought at one stage she wasn't going to get the lights back on. I thought it was lovely the way she was very much presented, brilliant, you know, with the light coming through and all. I'd like to actually be there, to be privileged to be there on the 21st inside, you know, to see it. I was just fascinated, you know.
I was expecting just big opening when I walk in, like there was no sky, no nothing. It was just like a tunnel. I was amazed with it. I was really amazed with it.
I've never done that like that before, really. Even before I come up here, didn't even know it existed. Just see on the telly.
Did you find it scary going through the narrow?
No.
I couldn't cope with that. No, I was gone.
Did you know?
I asked that girl what was the bowl for, and she said it was for the remains of the bowl. Oh, I was gone. Oh no. No, I wouldn't stay in there.
Well,
When I started playing there a couple of years ago, I couldn't mark the ball. The lads helped me out with marking the ball. Now, I don't have to do it. I'm after picking her up. A bit slow doing it, but I'm getting there.
Well, lift up one. Yeah, lift up that one. Now at the moment, I let that, the bill is not frightening to me. I can recognise the figures and I can recognise the letters, and I know that I'm not wrong. That I can turn around the bill and say, well, it's a number there to help me, and
Now I'm more confident in myself by doing this course. Like, I enjoy it because I think it's helping the kids more than I could ever help them.
Returning to learning can have many positive benefits for you and for your family. Take a leaf out of the books of Paddy, Margaret and Catherine. They all returned to learning and they're now reaping the benefits. Time now for a quick recap on some of the main learning points covered in this week's programme. Using maps may seem a little confusing. Remember, there are different types of roads listed on a map, and these can be easily identified by a colour code system. Blue for motorways, green for national routes, and white for regional roads. When you're looking at a map, remember that north is to the top, south to the bottom, east is on the right, and west is on the left. The telephone directory is divided into many sections. At the start of the directory, you'll find listings for government departments and for many public services. These are arranged alphabetically within each section. If you're phoning someone looking for information, be prepared. Have a pen and paper beside you so you can take down any important information, such as names, times, dates, and so on. When you've finished writing a letter, it's always a good idea to read over what you've written to ensure that you haven't missed out on anything. So check you have the right name and address, and check the body of the letter to see if you've included everything. If everything is correct, then sign the letter with your signature. And that's it from this series of Read Right Now. If you've been following the programmes over the last 12 weeks, you'll have picked up some useful hints and tips. And if you've been using the Read Right Now workbook, I hope that we've been able to help you improve your reading and writing skills. If you'd like to take your learning a little further, why not contact your local VEC literacy scheme? There are about 120 literacy schemes throughout Ireland, where organisers and tutors like Peter are happy to talk to you about returning to learning. As always, if you have any questions on anything we've covered in this or previous programmes, you can call the National Adult Literacy Agency free phone number. The number is 1800 20 20 65. You can also call this number to order a free Read Right Now workbook, and you can get information about literacy services where you live. Calls are free.